Keeping the momentum going here for the 1L Academic Dismissal Champion Distance video series. In this video, I want to serve as a counter perspective, a counter energy, a counter voice to this misconception you may be telling yourself right now that other students are passing you up from you being academically dismissed from law school. I am here to tell you I am towards the end of my 2-year waiting period, still in it, but I'm here to tell you that it is not true. Take it from someone who works in the campus mailroom and has to physically walk by students every single day throughout their academic dismissal period with this handy dandy mail cart, the law school that they just been academically dismissed from, and watch other students study when I deliver mail and packages to the law school library, and on other floors watching students go into and from class, and even running into and passing my past 1L classmates who are, by the way, are graduating this year in 2019. Imagine that. Back in fall 2017, I used to deal with the inner voice as I walk into the law school passing other students, and this inner voice would say, "Look at you, Lamar. You're just a mailman right now, not even a student. Look at what other students have. Look at them. Look at them studying. Look at them moving forward and going past you. Look at them." All right. But as I continue to face this voice head on every single day, and just through deeper introspection, self-awareness, curiosity, creativity, and effort throughout my 2-year waiting period, I just created fresh perspectives that has allowed me to take massive action in this period to the point where this voice that other students are passing me up is completely silenced from within me. And when I walk in there now, what other students are doing, having, the fact that my past 1L students are graduating this year, it doesn't even matter to me. So I'm going to give you my 3 perspectives that I believe that can help you and give you value in this moment. So the first perspective, and here's just a life truth. If we don't play ourselves in life, we are going to watch others achieve and score in life. So we can sit around and have a pity party with ourselves and don't do anything, while, yes, other students are going to go on and become lawyers and score. But you got to remember, we are still active players in this game too. And this became real to me the more and more I was walking in there and seeing other students and dealing with this voice. This other voice came to me. It was like, okay, when are you going to play yourself, Lamar? What are you going to do about it? So the more I thought about it, I was like, we do more active playing and studying outside of class than actually in class. See, I was more fixated on not being in class and walking in there feeling like I'm not an active player because I'm not in class, I'm not actively in law school. But most of our work and preparation happens outside. So I was like, I got all the materials, all the syllabus, all the hypotheticals, everything at my disposal at home. So why not figure out the holes in my legal analysis game? Why not figure out how to never underprepare, underperform again? Figure out how can I put together a new performance system for myself and just figure it all out. So over time, I've gotten massive inspiration from watching boxing and UFC fighters through their training camps and thought to myself, I consider myself in the law school or just lawyers period as mental combat fighters. Why not create a training camp for myself in this way and put it in the context of law school and studying and practicing. So that's exactly what I did. I put myself back into my 1L semester year right after work and really just focus on how I was preparing and kind of thinking in this mental intensity and concentration of a training camp. And just like a training camp, giving myself sparring matches within 1 to 2 weeks and really practicing hypotheticals to see if I was good or if I was weak. And this is what really helped me. I was like, oh man, I can really use this going back to law school. And even just throughout this 2-year waiting period using it, it's like, okay, now I see what was going on, what was going wrong. And I'm going to talk about more about this training camp in future videos, but just to show you that we have the ability to innovate and create some new systems and habits for ourselves. And it came to the point where I came into law school, walking into law school. Now it's like, man, I'm super confident that I know everything that was wrong, and now I improved leaps and bounds, and I'm just ready to show it and prove it, where I'm going to take this to 1L, 2L, 3 year. Heck, I'm going to use this training camp mentality for the rest of my entire legal career. So, as long as we active players, we can still play in the game. Second perspective. In the grand scheme of things, we are not direct competitors with any other students because we don't know our direct competitors until we get into our intended law sector. So for example, I want to do sports law. That's never going to change. But for so many other students, they might want to do criminal law or real estate law or human rights law. There is no direct competition. We can easily fixate ourselves that other people are going to be lawyers and are getting the degree, but there really is no direct competition. The law field industry is so broad that 9 times out of 10, we don't want the same things as lawyers. We're not going to even practice in the same field. It's like two entrepreneurs being envy of each other, yet they're in different markets. You can't even really compare it. So me walking into the law school, comparing myself to other law students, it was kind of like a waste because we didn't want the same things. Yes, we're lawyers, but we're going to be doing completely two different things. And even if somebody wanted to be a sports lawyer, I want to do the NBA, somebody else wants to work in the MLB. So still, no direct competition. So when I thought to myself, like, man, this has been a waste. Like, I'm focusing on other people. We don't want to do the same things. So again, focusing, competing with our own abilities, just with my first perspective of what can we do? What can we control? We're playing somebody else's game, worrying about what other people are doing, fixated on the external when we just need to worry about our own inner game, our own mental and emotional game. Which leads me to my last perspective, third perspective. If we're good enough and skilled enough, we are going to win. Can't stop winners from winning. Winners are going to win in the end. We got to think about this in the long-term thing. The law industry endures. It's a long game. And anybody can come in and win. It's just all a matter if they're good enough and skilled enough. That's all that matters. Let's look at the music industry. A starving artist. They make a hot song. If it's hot, people like it. They win. They're on. Same thing in entrepreneurship. Same thing with sports. If you're good enough, we can win. Doesn't matter the age. Doesn't matter when you come in. The law industry is about results. That's all it counts. It doesn't care about feelings. Doesn't care about setbacks and all these different things. Can we execute? Can we deliver results? That's what the law industry focuses on. The client, our firms, they don't care. They want results. They want wins. They want to prevail. So if we can show that, execute that, that's all that really matters. So why are we focusing on what others are doing or thinking? It doesn't even matter. The real judge, the real jury, in our case right now, being academically dismissed, our personal case is the law school admissions committee. They decide how good we are and how skilled we are and how we can be creative and compelling to show that, hey, we belong back in law school. That's the only people that really matter. But they don't matter unless we go forward and reapply back to law school and execute and really figure ourselves out in this period. It's the only thing that matters. Nobody is passing us up. Again, if we're good enough, if we're skilled enough, legally, we can deliver the goods, we will win in the end. Long term, long game, baby. Forget about the short-term vanity metrics. It doesn't even matter. Who can last? Who has the will to continue on? That's the only thing that matters. Never bend the knee. For all you Game of Thrones fans, never been in the knee. It's just like back in medieval times where if you bend the knee, it's like you're giving yourself over to this challenge or to that opponent that you surrender. But there is no surrendering. There's no unconditional surrendering in the law school industry. We are never bending the knee. We are never giving up. And by the way, I can't wait till the final season for Game of Thrones comes back on. Oh, I'm so pumped. But again, don't bend the knee. Keep it rolling. Keep it moving. Let's figure it out. Let's go, champ. Stay relentless.